Hey everybody, this is Steve. Welcome to the channel. Get all these off here, and where I hope to help you discover the beauty of stained glass, learn tips, tricks, and techniques so that you can create your own stained glass artwork. And tonight we are continuing on with our 3D stained glass project. Um, So last week we cut all the pieces out. We traced everything out. We cut everything out. I found that there was one more piece that we needed to do a little bit of grinding on. So I saved that for tonight because we're actually, remember, we're going to have a light underneath, and we needed to cut out a spot for the cord to actually run through so that way it didn't wobble. So we're going to do that on the grinder tonight, and then we're going to kind of put everything together, tape it together, and kind of make some of our marks for some other pieces. There's a couple pieces we need to cut tonight on the top, because remember, I'm going to keep the soap box, the actual soap piece, hollow on the inside so the light can get up through there as well. So we'll go ahead and get that done tonight and get everything taped together and prepped for soldering. And it shouldn't take us very long to foil the pieces because they're pretty big pieces and not too many of them. So we should be able to get through that as well. So if you got any questions, ensure to stick those down in the chat box over there. And if you want to get on my mailing list because the holidays are coming up, we'll be doing a ornament drop pretty soon and taking some pre-orders for some ornaments. An ornament set as well. So I'll be dropping that onto the website here soon, so you can pre-order. The link to the website is down in the description below. All right, so let's see here. Let me make sure my comments are up so I can see questions as I'm going along here tonight. And let's go ahead and switch over to our new, not our new, but to another camera shot tonight. All right, so here we are. We are going to, right here's our wonderful project. So I kind of keep my projects, if they're small enough or in the pieces, in a container. So then that way I don't drop anything, hopefully, and break, and then keeps everything together along with the pattern and the glass pieces. So I just want to make sure my comments are visible here, and we're going to pop this off here and take out. So there was our pattern that we used last week to make all of our design onto the glass, and I'm going to put that over here. Then these are all of our pieces. Now I did mark them after we got done last week. I did mark them so I kind of know which was the top, which was the bottom, front and back, just so it made it a little bit easier today. So we're going to take those out here. There's a left and right. This is our back and our top. And then here's our sides. I don't know if you can see the markings. It's pretty dark. So first off, we are going to go ahead and foil a bunch of these pieces. And then we will get into the putting it together. But like I said, we still had a little bit of a grinding. So this little piece right here, we're going to take it over to the grinder real quick. We're going to grind that off, so that way we have a nice little passway through for our cord. So let's go ahead and switch over to the grinder cam real quick. And as you notice, there's not as much water coming out of my little water system, and the tube is way off to the right. it kind of crashed and burned a little bit. So I've got it up and running a little bit, but I'm going to have to replace the pump on this. So just kind of let you know. Well, that is all she wrote on that. If you want to see my smiling face, I'll put it up here in just a moment. Well, if you're in the chat, go ahead and let me know where you're from, and maybe introduce yourselves to the community. I am all about community and trying to create a community of stained glass artists or people who are just in love with stained glass, and just trying to get to know people that may come onto the stream or subscribe to the channel. But leave any questions or introduce yourself in the chat. So there's that piece, and now we got a nice little cutout for our wonderful cord. So we're going to go ahead and let's do all this foiling first, and then we will get into putting it all together and doing the last piece on top. So I should be able to get through this foiling fairly quickly. Like I said, we're going to run through this. And with these being big pieces, they should come through the, well, now come on, foiling machine. What's going on with you? Some areas of this glass is just a little bit thicker. Let me make sure that is down in there. Yeah, I'm seeing that this glass is a little bit thicker on one end. And it's causing some issues for my foiler. Okay, I'm probably going to have to come back and foil by hand with this brown piece. So yeah, this is going to be the start of October already. I realized that earlier today, and I was like, wow, this month is just, or this year in general is just passing by pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm not liking some of this foiling job here. So let me do the smaller ones and we'll come back and do this. My kitty just showed up. Hey, you want to say hi to everybody? Well, let me switch back so you can say hi to everybody. Yeah, you can say hi to everybody. You say hello. Say hello to everybody. Yeah. You want to be a star too, huh? You want to start on your own YouTube channel? Huh? He has been coming into the studio more and more as I start getting on streams. So he hears me talking and curious of who I'm talking to, I think. Hey, Bob. So, but like I was saying, it was already October of 21 already. And before you know it, it's going to be Christmas, which um, prompted me to start thinking about the things I'm going to do for Christmas, the glass pieces and um, the ornaments and so forth like that, that I can make available for Christmas, for decorations, for Christmas trees, or small little panels, or just gifts in general for friends and family members. So a lot of that is going through my brain right now. And I did get some confirmation on an upcoming another artist spotlight interview, which is going to be another good one. If you hadn't caught the artist spotlight interview with Stained Glass Geeks, or Badass Stained Glass, or Stained Glass DIY, be sure to check the SG Live playlist, and I'll put a link to that playlist in the description. Actually, I'll add it in a card up at the top. But real good interviews with three really good artists. And so now I am excited about interviewing this fourth artist. And the artist is Rachel with Sun Bear Glasscraft. So that is upcoming. I'll be putting out the announcement later this week. So that's upcoming. And then I will be taking a small hiatus on the live streams come November. So I will do the live streams on Fridays for the rest of this month. But then I will take a small hiatus during the holiday season from the live streams. It's just normally I get a little bit busy during that time, and just with it just being me, it adds a little bit of pressure. So I'm going to take a little bit of a hiatus from the live streams, still put out some videos, but won't be as, I guess you could say, active on YouTube. But you still have a hopefully a weekly video coming out each week. And I'm going to kind of concentrate on more of some overlay techniques and some videos of that sort. Let me put on a little bit of some background music for us here. I have my other little phone charging up because I left it on and it went dead on me. So I've been charging it about for the last half hour or so. So it should be ready to kind of at least be able to play the music and stay plugged in and play the music. But like I said, we're going to get through these fairly quickly. Let me see if it's ready real quick. Let's see here. Is that too loud? Anybody in the chat can let me know if that's too loud or just right. I think I hear it in the background okay. Is anybody doing any plans for Christmas? I know it's just now getting to be Halloween, but you know, it comes so quick. Okay. I like to burnish my pieces very, very well just to make sure I got a good adherence to the glass. So just remember when you're putting your foil on, I had cleaned my pieces really well from all the grinding dust and everything before I started putting my foil on tonight. That's what you want to make sure. That way, when you start heating up that foil from soldering, that it doesn't pull away real easily from you, from your glass. That's Yep, the LED light, it's actually going to be an LED light that's going to be within this piece. It's just a small little disc, kind of like for crystal pieces. I think they sometimes call them vase lights, but that's what's going to be in here. And it will be RGB color changing lights. So that way they can choose their color of, you know, what they're feeling that day, and they want to make the inside of it glow whatever color they want to make it. Give them that option. So the white glass piece, so I did decide that I am going to actually do a the overlay technique on this. And so the lettering for soap will be there. So I'm going to cover this entire piece in foil, and then I will actually cut out the letters and then do the soldering technique on it, and then it will actually be patinaed black. So it will really stand out when the light's actually shining through from behind. So I'm going to set this one off to the side and not foil that one yet. I think if I do individual letter pieces and the smallness of those letters, it'll get a little bit crowded with the joints and the solder bead lines. So that's what kind of led me to decide to do it in an overlay technique, because I can make those lines a little bit thinner. Ah, did it go off? Nope, I hear it now. I think my mic's picking it all up, so it should be. Okay, so now we got all the greens done. Okay, so I'm actually going to pull in my other solder. I'm sorry, my other foil. And hand foil this since these are a little bit thicker, and the wheel on the inside of that is just not liking it. So I want to make sure that these edges are, as you can see, that folded over quite a bit. Yeah. So let's do a little bit of a hand foil here. I'm seeing, yeah, it's pretty thick in comparison. I could go up, but I think the, honestly, I may go up to my next level foil because this glass is thick and we're joining it together. I think I'm going to do that. I think the outer joints of the box here, I'm actually going to make a little bit bigger. Making a change on the fly. So again, this is another black back, but it is I believe this is a quarter. I can't remember what size this is. It's next size up. Huh. There we go. I like this one better. Yeah, I like how this one's looking on here. Okay, let's get through this pretty quickly. The edges of this, I am on the bottom just to make sure I have a flat surface on the bottom of these of this box. I'm actually going to do a zinc edge all along the bottom, and that will actually help ensure that it is flat and it's pretty rigid on the bottom. So just in case it gets, set down a little too hard or anything else like that, the zinc edging will actually kind of help protect it a little bit from the glass chipping off. Even though you're doing a solder bead down there and trying to flatten it, I just still get a little bit nervous that the, the end, when you drop it down, could still just chip or crack. So by doing a zinc edge just all along the bottom will kind of protect that a little bit. Make sure I got this down good. Okay. The next piece here. This is the front. So let me make sure I put this on the bottom here. I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong one. Let me make sure that one's back here. Love that when you grab the wrong foil. No questions so far, huh? Okay. Well, that's good. So there's some ornaments I'm going to do, and then I will probably have a drop for Thanksgiving, probably at the end of October. Um, I kind of fell behind on maybe thinking about something to do uh, for for Halloween this year. I may be able to get one item in, but I'm just don't want to rush that one. So I'm going to really concentrate on the Thanksgiving holiday and Christmas holiday this year. So, like I said, if you're interested in getting our discount codes and knowing when I make store updates, you can click on the mailing list link in the description below. That'll get you on our mailing list. And we don't spam people. I think I normally just send out one a month email, just kind of letting you know what's going on in the store. I did just the move hosts and actually doing a overhaul on the website. So doing some nice updates to it. So those will be kind of coming out as we go along. Trying to get it all done before the holiday season, but I just want everybody to know that if some things change around or there's some links that end up breaking, you can either email me, contact us through the website there and let us know. But I think hopefully we'll catch everything. But we are doing some refresh on all the pages and improving our store site as well. Right. Another piece here. So after this piece and the next piece, we will actually work on cutting that top piece. And I'll kind of show you what we're doing on that. Because what I ended up deciding to do is leave the top off, tape everything together, leave the top off on the soapbox, and then go ahead and put the soapbox on top of the taped together box, and then make my marks on what I need to cut out to hollow out the space uh, below the box, but below the soap, I should say. Because, like I said, the idea is to have that open so that the light can come through easily, doesn't get diffused by the top piece of glass, which is darker. So I want to make sure that plenty of light is coming through. Now, like, this is my first 3D project, so I'm just experiencing a lot of things for the first time, especially when I start putting it together with you. So if you see something that I'm doing, I could probably do better. If you've done some 3D projects before, let me know in the comment section, or if you're on live with me, just let them flow into the chat. That'll help me out. Like I said, this is my first one, and kind of learning on the fly for this 3D one. I had a tag here that I wanted to get out, so that way it evened up. And here's the last piece, and then we could get into the top. That's the piece that is the piece I'm actually excited about to do tonight, is getting that top done. Yeah, foiling is not the most entertaining piece of this, but wanted to do it all with you all, and kind of show you the time it does take. For this particular piece, hadn't taken too much time. All right, so now we are going to get into the top. Ooh, seems this side got a little, yep, we got a little thin. So that's That looks a little bit better. Okay. So now we're actually going to put this together. Let me move this out of here. Music. There it is. So this is the right. So you can see I marked, well, there is a right and a left on this. So I've marked the arrows going up so I know which end is up. So I'm actually going to use my blocks here. And actually, I think I'm going to do it this way. And this is the yeah. So I need something to prop it so that, because this piece is so long, I use my masking tape to prop it up. That'll give me enough. No, I don't like that. I don't like the way that sits. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to put some masking tape just to kind of help hold it together here. And then once I get all this together, you'll kind of see okay, now here's the back. So now I need to move this out of the way. Welcome to the stream if you're just joining us. Right, so now I'll square this up. This piece. This is a little tedious. Come to find out here. Okay, so now we got the box together. Take that out. Let's move that over to here. And we need to get this together real quick. Tape these together. And for this one, because of the 3 pieces, I'm going to tape it on both sides just to make sure everything kind of stays together and in place. Stay a little bit rigid, yeah. Okay, so this is the back. So I think I can get, let's see here. This is the left. This is the right. On this one, I want the edges on the inside. Let's see which way. Yeah. How to check the top. I can't remember if I measured it with the edges on the outside or the inside. On this one, I did it on the inside. Okay, so this is the back, this is the front. I forgot I had a couple pieces over here already pre-made and totally forgot about them. go along here, I'm like, hey, wait a second, I could do this a little bit better. Okay. So now, got it temporarily together here. I want to bring this piece back over. Make sure I got the front. And I'm going to put this in here. That'll kind of help make sure I square it up. Give some rigidity. No, that's just a little too much squishiness. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better and squared up. So now, got to fit this piece on. And I think the way this is sitting, it's pushing it more than it is helping it. Okay, yeah. So now we would actually put this on the way we want it to sit on there. And then take our marker here and mark on the inside. And then mark on the outside. And then I've got to make my marks that will align straight. Tell you what, let me get my ruler out here. Where'd my ruler go? Because I want to keep a small little lip on there that will allow the soap piece to sit right on top of it. So I want to get as straight as line as I can so that way it makes the cut just a little bit easier. Okay. So now it's 9 o'clock, but you will get the picture here. Let's make the cuts and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so that piece is what was basically on the inside of this on top. So we can get rid of that piece. So now what'll happen is this will kind of sit up here. And then this one will end up sitting up here. And then these pieces would end up sitting in here like this. And then you would have the empty space open so the light could come all the way up through. So what I will do is, before the next stream, I will have it all kind of taped on, and I will tack everything together, and we will go on to just soldering the piece together. I'll show you the light that's kind of going in here. I'm going to diffuse it by putting some paper over it. I'm actually looking at using some Japanese paper over this because it's got some nice filtering. And it's the one they use on their shoji doors. So it will filter the light and keep the kind of like the little light bulb looking from kind of showing through. But basically, this would sit right inside of here. And I actually might put a piece that runs across the bottom and just maybe put some Velcro on the bottom of this so it attaches, so it becomes one piece rather than this becoming a individual piece. But they will be able to remove it if need be. So I'll probably run a piece of either glass, or I may get some flat stock of zinc and just cut it to the length and then solder it on and then put the Velcro right on top of there, because it is the bottom, it won't be seen. I'll probably paint it black or something, but it will allow for that. So it'll actually sit in there like that. You plug it in, it will light up. Then these would be sitting on here like this. And then this would kind of be sitting on here like this and soldered on. That piece is wanting to stay put. Kind of get the idea, but I just wanted to kind of see how it sits on there. So loose right now, which is okay. We're just kind of playing around with it. But then remember, these pieces will sit over here like this and provide a little bit more support. Let's see if I can get this set up right here. Kind of interesting to see how this will go with the light on it. And you have this piece right here. And then you would have that sitting on there just like that. And then I would end up soldering all that together on the inside and on the outside where I needed to. And kind of go just like that. Now let's see if I can plug this light in. Let me see if I got a USB charger close by here. So that's so depending on the light, it can kind of charge through. See where the remote is on this. See if I can get it just to the white. So I'm raising the brightness. So that's the brightness. So actually not bad. So I think the soap piece will actually come out pretty good. I'm going to turn this around so that way I can tilt it up to kind of show maybe what the okay, so as you can see, ooh. So you can see that that clear glass will actually show through pretty good. So I think it'll turn out, I think by the time we get it all soldered together and everything, it'll actually turn out pretty good. So with that, I thank everybody for joining me tonight, and stay tuned for our upcoming Artist Spotlight interview and the third stream on the soapbox. I will be soldering it together on the next stream, and then we'll kind of be completing this piece. I am going to begin working on the other commission, the cat panel that I talked about last stream. This one right here. So this one is actually coming up, but I will probably do a video on this one. I do need to get to working on it and get it out to the customer. So with that, if you have haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell below so you know when I go live or when I load new content to the site. And if you want to support the channel, be sure to check out the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below as well. Thanks and have a great evening.